Hello and welcome everybody back to BambaTube. Oh my gosh, very exciting one today. I'm doing a week in my life here in London. It is currently Monday, so happy Monday. And this is just my little walk through corporate London, I guess. Yeah, heading to work. I normally go down this little alleyway here. It's a bit dodgy, but I was actually quite early for work today. And yeah, decided to turn around, go to the Pret coffee shop and just, get myself a lovely Monday morning iced mocha because how else am I meant to start my week? So yeah, I'm going to head downstairs. I'm going to pick what table I want. This one right here, right by the toilets. Lovely. And yeah, I'm just going to have a little chit chat with you because I miss you guys and I'm very excited. Alright, hello and welcome to a week in the life. I'm going to at least attempt to do this. It's a bit of a week, so we will see how that goes. But yeah, happy Monday. Got my iced mocha. I'm doing work early today because some of the higher ups from New Zealand are here from the Auckland office, and yeah, we will be meeting them this morning in our office. They're meant to be there at 9. Normally we get there around 9, even after, but yeah, today everyone's aiming to be in before 9, so we're there before them. But yeah, it's currently like 8:25. I was walking to the office and then I kind of was like, I'm quite early, like I know there's people there right now, but I'll just come get a coffee for a second and then I'll go up in like a few minutes. I know there's lots of things on this week. We've got like obviously the people from Auckland are here, so we've got that, and then I'm working from home tomorrow, so you can join me for that. We've got a national sales conference Wednesday, Thursday, so I'll be staying in a fancy smashy hotel in London for my job and having a business conference dinner, drinks and things. Work dinner tonight, work pub Thursday, lots of work, but fun things, and then work from home Friday. So yeah, try and come along with me for the ride just to, I don't know, get a little gauge of what I'm doing on my day to day, because I miss you guys and it's weird. Yeah, have a little sprinkle of my life. Thank you for that real-time Bamba. I am now going to continue my walk down the little alleyway and head towards my work just up here. Now, do you see that pineapple sign? I have this big theory that is a swingers nightclub because it is a very ominous door. It does say nightclub, but there's no real way to get in. And I don't know, the pineapple, if you know, you know. So that's my little theory with the next door neighbours. And then yeah, here I am getting into my elevator, swiping my card like the big girl boss I am. Yeah, hello. And here I am walking into my office. I think it's very lovely in here. A lot of people don't, but yeah, my desk is just literally that one right there that I walk towards, and then I get straight into it, I guess. Obviously I didn't film heaps from my day, so this is from throughout, but yeah, and we had a lovely morning tea because of the people from New Zealand who arrived at 9. I have this little kangaroo there, don't know why. And then I sent some wines to my best friend Benny Bush, which I was very happy to send to him. This is Ryan and me having drinks with the rest of the team. We went out to the pub at like 3-4 o'clock because of, the guests. And then I was really shocked at this bathroom having a whole lounge in the foyer of the actual toilets. But yeah, have some more drinks, and then me, Ryan and Annabelle decided to ditch the drinks and go see Evita. So, Rachel Zegler on the balcony here at the London Palladium. So exciting. I would say we were definitely tipsy at this point at least. Rachel Zegler, the amazing, incredible woman you are. Ryan and I decided to continue on. We went to this little dive bar that we just kind of walked past and found. We had some more wines. We also had some Sambuca shots, which you will unfortunately see the effects of a bit later. But yeah, here I am in the bathroom saying goodbye to the bar. Yeah, I didn't actually realize how drunk I was until I started watching this video back in editing, which, it's always fun to do. Here I am getting on the tube. I'm absolutely going to jam out to Taylor Swift on the tube. Long Live was playing and I was getting very into it, but unfortunately my luck was running out. really wish I could tell you that's the first time that's happened, but it's not the first nor the second. It is the first time I didn't greatly injure my leg though, so that's good. Getting my little bus home, I had the entire top deck to myself, which little tipsy me found very exciting and fun. And then, oh my god, look who it is. These are my little pookies on my keys. Yeah, kisses for them always. They're on my keys, they're always with me. And then I'm walking home. See that road cone? That's my house. Now I do have this rubbish bag, it's a clean rubbish bag full of croissants from the morning tea earlier, because everyone ate the crumpets and no one ate the croissants. So She-Hulk opens it up like that, like, you know, yep, we get it, thank you, yep, you did it. And then she turns into lovely little housewife, house on the prairie vibes of just lovingly setting out these croissants on a fucking plate. Yep, good job, we did it, yippee. And here's Kitty. Kitty's name is technically Leo, but everyone calls him Kitty. He had the zoomies, so what did I do? Yeah, I gave him treats, which probably made them a lot worse. Oh, look at him. Num num num. Good kitty. Kitty does belong to one flatmate, but really, it's a flat cat. We all love him equally. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye in the bathroom because I think Troy's asleep. Wondering how the hell I got these stains on my top. But that is Monday. What a ride. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and I am working from home today. It is like 9 a.m. I've just had a shower and brushed my hair, and my laptop is sitting here ready on my beautiful desk. With my beautiful view of my beautiful street. And yeah, also I need to move my shrine of my friends to this wall because we got new drawers recently, like this weekend, and have moved the TV here. The TV used to be here, TV's now here. Kind of covers up my wall and my beautiful people, so we'll maybe move these people today as well. And when I work from home, it's kind of great because I can do lots of other things other than work. So I don't know, today's just going to be a chill day. We are going to go out at some point during what will be considered my lunch break. We need to go walk down 10 minutes that way to TK Maxx and get some heels, because I've been slowly building my wardrobe since I moved here, but only building it as I've needed things, and I need heels tomorrow for the National Sales Conference, so we're going to go to TK Maxx and get some heels. Now, what she didn't tell you was that, yes, she is a little bit hungover. I think she was being a bit proud there. I don't know why. But yeah, here's the croissants that I set out last night, and I'm going to have not just one, but two. Oh, look at that. Flat croissant. Whoa, flat cake. I'm going to fill it up with ham and cheese, and controversially, I'm also going to put mayonnaise in this because that's just how I was raised. Okay, deal with it. But yeah, I am a hungry gal this morning due to the amount of alcohol consumed the night before. Look. I got my mitts on one of these V's, and hey, just saying, V, sponsor me. Look at this. Look how good I'm doing this. Wow. You need to bring it to the UK, and then you need to get me to sponsor it. Look at this. Look at these visuals I am giving you for your product, for your brand. And then I'm gonna, cheers everyone. First taste in months. Wow. And then here is my croissants that I am going to consume, and it will hopefully settle my hangover, because this is the go-to combo when you don't have mince and cheese pies over here, I guess. Croissants over here are huge on a different level. I think it's because of the proximity to France is the only thing I can assume. And then I need to unpack this new monitor that work has sent me so I can have two screens instead of one. Whoa. As you can see, I guess I struggle a tiny bit. I need to read the instructions, and they are almost as big as the birth control warnings, but not quite. But I really didn't need them because all I actually needed to do was plug it in. Whoa, she did it. Electrician Amber at the rescue. Oh, there's my little star on top of my Christmas tree. And here I am working away and also watching Avatar: The Last Airbender because I can. This is the joys of working at home. Sipping on that water because, yes, I am still hungover. I promise I did do work today, by the way. I just didn't film the actual parts where I'm just staring at my computer. Oh, lunchtime. Here's some more of my friends on my mirror. Hi, friends. Here I'm going to start my about 10-minute walk down to the Wimbledon shopping centre kind of area. There's the Wimbledon Quarter, which is kind of like a mini mall, but Taco Bell. Most of the stuff is like out on the street. That is a gym Troy and I go to. That is the cinema that we go to after we go to the gym. And then there is like a local grocery, I guess, and then there's a TK Maxx up ahead, and here we are. TK Maxx is potentially one of the most confusing stores I've been into. It's not a thrift store, it's not a secondhand store, and it's not an outlet store, but it is cheaper than most places. Like, they'll fully have brands, but for half the price. Anyway, here's the challenge. I'm looking for shoes, and they will only have like 1 or 2 sizes in each shoe, and it's also a challenge to find something that's not fugly, but you gotta take what you can get, because look, your girl is on a budget, and not a very big budget, so we gotta take what we can get. These shoes were way too big, and then these were the winners by default, little kitten heels. But anyway, to cheer myself up, I'm gonna go to my favorite store ever, the CEX. I don't actually know how to pronounce the name of the store, but it is just all the games you could ever think of for super cheap. Like, literally, like, they've still got the Nintendo DS games, all the PlayStation 2 games. We constantly come in here. I need this religiously. Even the Game Boy stuff, like all the real old school. I didn't actually buy anything, but I just love to go in and look around. It's my favorite. And here I am in Sainsbury's. No, Morrison's. Oh my god. Saying that will get me cancelled around here. Anyway, here's a meal deal. You just pick 3 things and it's like £3.50. It's amazing. Anyway, bus home. Tickles for Benny, tickles for Toby, tickles for Sophie. Teehee, did you feel that? Also, throwback to the Heineken House Bambachu vlog. Oh, look who was home when I got home. Troy, because you know what? That man works half days and gets paid full. So while I'm going to work from home and watch my show, he's going to sit on the fucking bed and also watch my show. I have really sugar mummed up, not in terms of pay, but in terms of amount of work, definitely. Here's me trooping through the last bits of my work day, and then look, I'm all finished for the day. Now I'm going to give you guys a room tour. This is Ducky. We rescued Ducky from a bathtub in a restaurant in Portugal, and that's the only explanation you need. There's my bookshelf. This is my family wall. And if you come over here, this is my Taylor Swift calendar that Isaac got me for Christmas, and I brought it all the way over to London. Here is our alcohol little shelf, lots of wine after I started working for a wine company. Time to straighten my hair for this national sales conference tomorrow, and then here we are just having a beer and pizza. There was a deal, 2 pizzas, 4 beers for £5. Crazy deal. Anyway, cheers. Good morning, everyone. I'm up bright and early today because I needed to get into the National Sales Conference. I'm very excited. This different part of corporate London, slightly. So this is my new walk today. You can see the London Eye over there. Crazy that that's just on my walk, you know, casually. But yeah, here is in the middle of the conference, because obviously I can't really film that much, but yeah, we did charades. Those were my charades cards that I had to do. And here is a little bit of the hotel that we will be staying in for the next, like, 2 days, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna keep popping in to say hi to you guys in the bathroom throughout the conference, because this is the only time I can film. But yeah, here's a bit of the downstairs foyer. All day breakfast, lots of little artsy stuff. A very cool place. There's confetti everywhere because everyone constantly was like, we got given party poppers and just constantly kept popping them in the middle of the conference. But yeah, oh my god, here we go. This is the exciting part, the hotel room. This hotel room is fucking insane. I don't know, maybe I just haven't stayed in like heaps of cool places, but here is, yeah, it says Phil because that's my boss's name and he booked it. But yeah, like, here's the bathroom, and it's got neon lights inside the shower that I later find out that you can change. Yeah, I'm very excited about all this. And then look, they have switches for the curtains. It took me a long time to figure this out. Watch this. I'm like, yeah, let's put the blinds up. What have I done? No, it doesn't work. Let's try this one. Did that work? Oh no, that's actually just kind of making it worse. Okay, let's try this one. Did I do it? Yay, she got it. She got there in the end, guys. Here is the view from outside. It's like, okay, there's a guy with a blue umbrella, you know, there's things. Can't fully see on this for sure, but the bed is absolutely massive. I can't fit fully across it. And here, these are not my shoes, right? They didn't fit properly. So what did I do? I popped socks at the front of them to make them fit because they were too big. I'm slightly clinically insane, I think. Anyway, here is the iPad that I later discovered that you can fully control the entire room from, including the TV, including the lights in the shower. Here's me showing you behind the camera. I am moving the thing on the iPad. I hope you can get that. Even the temperature, although I am just going to leave it at that because it was all right, I guess. And this had me in a chokehold. I was shocked. You pick a mood, I picked the Ascend one, and the entire room started changing. The lights, the music, the TV, the curtains were moving by themselves. Everything was happening by itself, and I was just in pure shock. Anyway, I needed to get ready. Hello everybody, we're back. I'm like trying to somewhat make it a goal to have a proper chat of some sort every day of this week with you guys, rather than just the like little videos and me voicing over. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a rush. As you can see, I showed you the hotel room. It's a little crazy. My pore is showing big time. Anyway, I'm now getting ready. We're trying to get ready because we have a dinner. We have to be downstairs in an hour because we're drinking from 6:30, like just at the bar downstairs. The dinner's at 7:30, and you know, it was like this big kind of hyped up thing, like where is the dinner gonna be? Because Ryan and Annabelle were like, you have to wear a dress and you have to wear heels. I mean, mainly Ryan was like, you have to wear heels. And it was like, well, where are we going? They're like, it's a secret, I'll never tell. Like, you're gonna be so excited, it's gonna be so cool. And then it was revealed at the end of the conference today that we are in fact going to the restaurant, or I guess maybe one of the restaurants, I don't know if there's multiple, at the Shard, which I can best describe as the Sky Tower of like corporate central London. It's like it's a bit of a landmark, like people go there. It's a big fancy smashy building that looks very funky from the outside, I guess. Look it up. But anyway, it's kind of like a big deal, I guess. So I really need to do my makeup properly and put my dress on, put my little heels on that I got yesterday. I really annoyed at myself because I brought my hair curler to curl my hair, and what did I forget? I forgot the like adapter to go into the UK chargers. So I have the hair curler and nowhere to plug it in, and I'm really annoyed. It's like I have like maybe 50 minutes to get downstairs, which is very doable. Honestly, if I was going to curl my hair, that probably wouldn't be doable. I'm going to kill myself. In terms of today, obviously I couldn't really film when I was inside the conference. That would be a bit strange. It was actually very nice. We just talked about all the sales of last year and the sales coming up for this year because it was the end of the financial year. Lots of boring corporate stuff that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube. But I did get a bottle of champagne. That was awesome. Everyone got like a bottle of champagne for their big like win of the financial year. And like I joined week 1 of the new financial year, but I guess they kind of felt bad for leaving me out. So they gave me a bottle of champagne for tying up the end of the year as a new member joining the team. Funny that in my last YouTube video, I was day drinking after my final interview, being like, hope I get the job. And here I am. But yeah, that's enough chit chat from me, I think, at least for today. I'm so rushed. I'm a little bit stressed, I'm not gonna lie. I will continue with the little clips and things for the rest of the day. My dinners and whatnot. And the Shard, at the Shard. Also, fully intend to come home at least tipsy and have a shower in the dark with these neon lights that are in here. So yeah, that's it from me, Real Time Amber, and wish me luck with getting ready, because after getting ready, I set my room up to be exactly how I want it to be when I come home drunk. Pink lights, Taylor Swift music, dark, oh my god, the dream, my dream at least. Here's a little bit of the fit, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there's the heels. Yeah, you guys have had a lot of feet content. Oh yeah, I also set up Troy's t-shirt for me to get into as soon as I get home, and my laptop in case I want to play Sims. This is the dude who lives right outside my door, I guess, you know, guarding me, and then that guy is on the other side of the hallway. There's a view just outside the elevator on my floor, and then tragedy struck as soon as I got downstairs because these shoes, as I did not discover yesterday, are too big. I did not walk test them enough. Anyway, I was going to shove this tampon between like the strap and my ankle, then I was going to shove that one, then I was going to shove this one, but eventually I actually found a plaster and that worked really well. So there you go, even more feet content for you guys. Jesus Christ. spoiling you all today, my god. Anyway, there's the Shard. It looks very tall because it is very tall. It was very fancy too because this is like an airport security that I had to go through just to get into the fucking restaurant. And then here is the restaurant. It's very cool. It was very fancy. It had an amazing view of like all of London. All around was just the windows, and then we had the Queen just like staring at us, but then we had the actual Queen staring at us, so it was okay. Here is some of the starters that we had. There's my cocktail. That's my first drink of the night. First of many, just warning you now. But yeah, we all had a really good time at this dinner. The view was just absolutely gorgeous. We actually spent most of our time not even at the table and just like walking around looking at the view. Here's all the meat. They had it on display for the meat that they were showing. I was like in a lot of shock of how fancy this place was. So here's me trying to show you guys that I'm like absolutely dying on the inside. There's Tower Bridge. There's all the tube lines as well because we're very close to the central station. And here's some of the mains that we had. All the food was absolutely delish, as I'm sure you can tell. I really appreciate that they did just have fries with us as well. And then someone lied and said it was Ryan's birthday, so they sung happy birthday to Ryan and gave him an entire cake. He took it like a champ though. Here is some of the desserts. They'd been well like eaten at this point though, so they were really good. They were really rich. And then here is the view at night. St. Paul's Cathedral over there, all the beautiful city lights, and then that pink over there, that is the London Eye, and then on the left you could also see Big Ben. Here we went to a different bar. We just went to like a normal bar. I don't know what I'm trying to get at here. I think I'm drunk. I think that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't remember. It seems to be the vibe. I definitely was like drunk at this point, so yeah, sure. Here we are walking from the second pub with our little takeaway drinks, because over here they'll give you takeaway drinks if you want to. And we went to the hotel bar. Here we are, we continue drinking. At this point, guys, it's like 1 a.m. at least. Annabelle and Brian doing a cute little dancey dance at the hotel bar. Stayed here till about 2, and then I put myself to bed because I could not wait to get back to my little Taylor Swift room that I'd made for myself. Oh my gosh, yeah. I had the time of my life in this hotel room. When I tell you, like, I don't know if you can see it, but this is just me having like the most Bamba themed night ever, and I haven't had one in so long. Living in a flat with 9 people means I can't do these things anymore, and I used to do these things all the time. So this is just girlhood, okay? This is my version of girlhood, and I am loving life, screaming my Taylor Swift. This is just, oh, I cannot tell you how much ecstasy like this gave me. And then eventually I realized I should probably stop filming. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not going to film anymore. And I'm going to say goodnight. So, good night from Wednesday Bamba. Good morning, Bamba. How are you feeling this morning? Okay, yeah, sure. Justin Bieber played on the TV, and then Scooby-Doo played on the TV. So it was a bad followed by a good, in my humble opinion. I absolutely shoved down these croissants and orange juice because I was hungover. Shock to the world. Here is all the foods that you could get at the breakfast bar. It was very nice. I couldn't stomach pretty much any of it except for the croissants, but yeah, they had all the hot foods here and stuff. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. So it's been a rough morning, I'm not gonna lie. It's been fine. It's just I'm really tired. I'm not even like really hungover. I'm just really tired. I really need to get going. I'm not supposed to be like just laying on the bed right now. We just had like the first part of the second day of the conference. It's 10:30 a.m. They're doing now a little bit more like sales stuff. So me and the other ops and logistics team have been released to go do ops and logistics work in the hotel lobby. But I left my laptop in the hotel room, so I had to come back up to get the laptop. And I'm just so in love with this hotel room. I just had to lay down on the bed another time, and I'm not even joking, I'm going to book this place for myself for like a proper night. I'm like a little bit annoyed at myself that I stayed out drinking last night and didn't spend more time in the room. Like, being in the room is so nice and cozy and fun, like the lights, the shower, the TV, yeah, I'm almost annoyed that I didn't like send myself to bed earlier just for that reason. I think I have to say goodbye to the hotel room now, take my stuff with me when I leave. I better get downstairs to do some work. So I waved goodbye to my hotel room and I went downstairs to do some work. But then, hey look, I'm back in the hotel room. Turns out I actually needed to come back up and get all my stuff. I think I only took my laptop the first time. But yeah, here I am doing some work. And then we went to the pub. When I tell you that this company loves a pub, we played shuffleboard. This was kind of like a celebration activity for finishing the National Sales Conference. So it was really nice. Here's all the food that we had. It was actually kind of average. But yeah, I've played shuffleboard quite a lot with Troy. So obviously I was the absolute boss at this, as you can see here. After this, we did go out for another drink at a different pub, just a few of us, but I was honestly so excited to be home. I did a little happy dance in the mirror for being home. Here it is. Woohoo! Shuffle, shuffle, shake, shake. Anyway, that's it from me. I was so tired. Good night. Now, you would think that we would start a Friday morning with something fun or exciting or happy. Unfortunately, I had to start my Friday morning in the hospital, having one of my regular checkups for cancer. It actually went well. Here's me on the bus trying to go home, and there was like a crackhead doing something, so that was interesting. Anyway, yeah, it went well. I talk about it a bit later, but I mainly felt really fucking sick, so nauseous. So I stopped and I got the OJ. Over here, I was very excited because we're past phone booth and it has the Jade posters all over it. Jade from Little Mix, which, you know, close to my heart. There's the cone, you know what that means. We are home, and there's my pokies as I come into my front door. This is, I guess, my hallway, and then as you come in, there's the Queen of England there for some reason. This is the lounge. Very wholesome and homey with the flags and the kiwis. Right, hello everybody. I'm home. I'm back. Happy Friday. Let me multitask, work whilst I speak with you all. So I had my hospital appointment this morning, which was very good. I have been emailing, like somewhat spam emailing the like dermatology reception staff, because I've had a few appointments, you know, to do with the cancer, but nothing like setting me up for my long-term surveillance and treatment. And I kind of got promised during one of those appointments that everything was going to get set up and it was fine, and I just wasn't hearing anything. It's been months. Well, Troy's home and nothing. So anyway, I finally got the appointment. She did a full body check again, and then I've got my scans booked, so this is good. It's all good things. My skin looked fine. I had a few things removed a few months ago. They've all come back fine, so we are actually looking good for once. And then I'm just so nauseous. I have no idea why. That's why I got my orange juice, because it just tends to help me normally when I'm nauseous. But I've taken my anti-nausea, and it's the one that is like designed to help chemotherapy patients with their nausea. It works every time. It helped me with my nausea when I was in hospital. It's helped me with every nausea I've had since, including hangovers, and yet I'm still nauseous. I don't really know why. Like, I was not drinking that heavily last night. I had like a beer and 3 ciders over like a period of time plus food. So I don't know why I'm nauseous this morning. Yeah, just another work from home day today. Very chill. Very like, I might even just do it from my bed because I'm very tired from such a big week. But yeah, and we do have somewhat of a plan tonight, just with Nikki, one of my flatmates, to watch the Hunger Games and indulge in... I'm just gonna say that we're drinking. Oh, yeah, sure. So I did continue to work from home from bed and watching Avatar. Troy got home at like 10:30 today, so that was ridiculous. Yeah, I did go downhill throughout the day. Worse, yeah, I struggled. I had to cancel the movie night with Nikki, so I just kind of sat here. I stared at my friends, wishing I was with them. Yeah, I love my friends, oh my gosh. So yeah, I just kind of was sick as a fucking dog in bed while Troy watched Fortnite. So it was a very early night for me. Here's me saying goodnight. Thumper was supporting me. I went to sleep to the peaceful sounds of Fortnite. I woke up on Saturday morning the exact same way I went to sleep on Friday night, with Troy playing Fortnite. So I felt a lot better this morning, which was fantastic. Yeah, look, she's thriving again. She's back. So I actually made a plan for us. Oh, yeah, I went to go put on these boots. The same ones, yes. And what did I find? I went to put them on and, oh, hang on. What is it? It's the sock, which I have since decided to not do anymore. This is Troy. Say hi, Troy. Now say hi back or otherwise you're a bully. Anyway, we made a plan to go to Harrods today. Yeah, so here we are. We get on the train. We're going to head into central London, and Troy was playing Sudoku on the train. This is a classic. Also, it is so hot in London. It is ridiculous. It is suffocating. I hate it. As someone who is like, winter is her favorite season anyway, this is hell. Anyway, here's Harrods. A very great, big, grand building filled with luxurious shopping and items, which we obviously looked and not touched. Although I must say, their like food section, I didn't really realize they had like an entire ground just dedicated to bakeries, different foods, restaurants, even like groceries. You can buy your meat here. I would hate to know how much it would cost, but yeah, we kind of skipped through the like middle floor because the middle floors was all luxury items. Like, yeah, look at these Hugh Hefner ass pajamas for £675, which honestly was considered cheap for the other things that were in the store. Here is an £18,000 couch. And this was the real exciting part, the toy section. This was kind of what we came here for. This was, you know, who doesn't love the toy section at stores? If you don't like the toy section in stores, I think there's like, I don't trust you, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was not saved from the price tags of Harrods. Like, look, that was £1,200 before. I did find the Wicked range. I got very excited about it. I did almost buy this Galinda doll because I just thought it was gorgeous, but like, honestly, what am I going to do with it? So I didn't. They had a wall full of Labubus, but no actual Labubus for sale. Also, solid gold iPhone. Didn't even know you could. It was a thing. I thought it was a case. No, it's made of gold. Here is the Winter Wonderland part that was at the bottom of Harrods, all the Christmassy stuff. I might come back here and grab a few things. Like, this was all fairly priced. There's a Taylor Swift book. And also look at this ridiculously sized escalator. What is the point in this, my bro? Anyway, it was fun. It felt silly. As we walked, we found the Salt Guys restaurant, so maybe put that on the list. And then we are back at the tube station, gonna start heading home, but first we have to stop in Tooting Broadway, go into another CEX store. This is a different one from the one I took you in before, and then we just went to a chicken shop and got some lunch, and we went and caught up with my friend Andrea, who was in my last video, and then went home. Here's the Tooting Broadway station. We lived here when we first got to London because we stayed with Andrea, so this is a bit nostalgic. And here's our walk back from the station. Troy had to stop and get a whole litre of Ribena for the walk home, and I opened up some Heinekens as soon as we got home. Troy quickly got back on his Fortnite grind, and then I'm going to chat to you. Right, aloha team, you've got some great entertainment behind me here whilst I'm speaking to you on the Saturday. I don't know, things went downhill yesterday, hence why the daily vlog for you is probably quite short, but yeah, was not well, huh? Just generally felt like shit and went downhill, and then I was a little bit sick midday, and then just very intense pains all over for the rest of the day, and then I just kind of slipped it off. Managed to wake up okay. Saturday evening, it's time for a beer. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the week. It's Sunday tomorrow. We have lined up an MRI in the morning at 9 a.m. and actually a work shift in the afternoon at the bar that I normally work at, and I have decided that actually I'm going to resign from that after tomorrow's shift because it's fine, it's just like too much. I never want to do it. Like, I'll sign up for the shift and then I'm like, it comes to it and I'm like, I do not want to spend my Sunday doing this. Let's had a podcast, like, it's fine enough. I'm just I'd rather not. I also like make better money now, and I don't have a job that, like a full-time job that sucks, so I don't have the need for it. But yeah, I don't know, it's been a very big week. I wonder if that's why I was ill yesterday. But you know, it's good, I slipped it off. I was quite worried that I was going to be sick for next week because we go to Edinburgh on Thursday, and I'm like, I cannot be sick. We are going to Edinburgh for a week, pretty much. Cannot be sick. It's like 4:30, I think. We don't really have much else planned for the day. I think we're going to watch a movie. Undecided on what movie we're going to watch, but happy Saturday. I hope you all also had a great time today as I drink my beer. I then spent some of my Saturday evening beginning to edit this vlog, because when I tell you this took forever. We went for a little walkies to, You didn't see that. Anyway, we went for walkies to get some pizza and beers, but we actually got there and, well, for one, we saw Tim Tams, which we thought was weird, but also the deal for the £5 pizza and beers was gone. So I don't actually remember what we ate instead. I think we just bought pizza at full price. Here's Kitty. He was in like a weird flinchy mood, so I was a little bit scared he was actually gonna scratch me if I like got too close, but he was fine. But yeah, that was my Saturday. Good night, everybody. Good night from Troy. Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday / last day of the week. Troy and I are up bright and early this morning to get to the hospital for my MRI that is booked at 8:30 in the morning. So luckily, Troy has his trusty work van that he's somewhat allowed to use on the D-Lo. So we're going to drive to the hospital because I hate public transporting back and forth from the hospital. It actually just sucks. So he's got this little fancy van. It's actually like very new. Ugh, look at him. He's wow. So here we go. It's actually just a 7-minute drive to the hospital, but if I take public transport, it takes half an hour. This is another big reason. Look at his awesome parking job. Wow, so good. And here we are. This is my local hospital. This is St. George's Hospital. I hate it. In case you couldn't tell, here's the MRI suite. They told me not to put my gown on, but then there was a whole poster about why you should wear a gown in MRI, so I was really confused. Anyway, I got my MRI done, and then they were actually like, go get a CT done right now as well. And I was like, okay, so we got CT done, and then we were actually all done. This is so fast on the video, but obviously it took ages in the actual hospital. But yeah, got home, tried the 2-minute noodles here, and they suck. They actually like suck. Anyway, Troy was back on his Fortnite grind. Look at him. Oh, he just killed someone. Oh, he just killed another one. But then I'm also on my Fortnite grind on my Switch. So, oh my god, cuties, we're playing Fortnite together. Wow. Couple goals. Right. Hello, party people, and welcome to Sunday, and also the last day of our little week in a life following me around of my somewhat day-to-day. It's been a bit of an extra week this week, to be completely honest, but, you know, London is extra, so kind of every week's an extra week in some ways. Yeah, as you saw this morning, I had my MRI done, and then in the end they actually got me into the CT as well, which was great. I was meant to be getting both. I was always meant to get both done, but I was only booked in for the MRI today. But that was good. The MRI team like saw on their system that I had been requested for a CT, and they managed to like call their CT team and was like, can you please take her now? Ignore the Fortnite sounds in the background. Let's just, thank you. Yeah, they're like, can you please do it now? Because this girl's already got her fucking, ow, thing on her arm. She's already hooked up with her IV, so, you know, can you just do it now? And that was great. So that got done. Fingers crossed, cancer-free, because I was overdue for my scans by a month, so. I don't know, MRIs and CTs are never fun, especially the contrast. The MRIs are so loud, but they thankfully played pop music for me this time, which was so good, because when I was at home in New Zealand I asked for pop music and instead they played heavy rap, and do I look like I listen to heavy rap? Like, let's be completely honest here. So I got to listen to Ariana and Sabrina and Taylor and all those lovely people, so that was great. I did have a bit of a moment during they played We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande, and if you know, during that music video she's like laying down with all these doctors, like playing with her head because she's having her memories erased, and like I'm in an MRI machine with all these things around my head, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in the music video, this is so meta. Fully was like, I am in the We Can't Be Friends music video, I'm getting so emotional, all my memories are being erased. And then like straight after that was Fortnite by Taylor Swift, and that music video is like of her at a psych ward, so same kind of vibes. So I kind of got to like do a little imaginative play with myself in the MRI machine. You have a lot of time to think in the MRI machine, okay? Like, and then the CT machine was like only less than 5 minutes, which is crazy. Like, it was always faster than MRI, but at home it was definitely like at least like 15-20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know, we came home, I tried those noodles, they're not nice. I've been somewhat starting to edit this video that I am still filming, and just been playing Fortnite with Troy, which I've been getting into a little bit with the Switch. So unfortunately not a huge fun end to this video, because at 3 o'clock today I am starting my shift at Troxy at the bar. So, and it's my last one because I just wrote my resignation letter today. So I'm gonna go work at the bar at the I Said What I Said podcast. If you know what that is, I don't. I'll be working that till 9 o'clock, and then I'll be catching the tube home and coming into bed and just getting ready to start my day tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, in advance, thanks for spending my week with me. It's been great. Can't wait to edit the video. Already, like when I'm looking at just the raw clips, it's like an hour and 42 minutes. That will easily get edited down, but it will, I reckon it's still going to be a little bit, I don't know. I'm off to Edinburgh on Thursday. That's really exciting. There for just under a week, going to the Fringe Festival and the Edinburgh Tattoo, and I'm going to the Shreklesque show, or Swamplesque. I think they got done for copyright when it was called Shreklesque, so now it's called Swamplesque. It's the Shrek burlesque show. I'm very excited. I love you guys very much. You will still see me for the rest of the day somewhat. I can't really film when I'm at work, obviously, but from me speaking to you, love you very much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe this video and my channel and everything. Like, support BambaTube because it's great. And yeah, thanks guys for following along. What did you do this week? Comment below. No, I'm getting sad as I'm like finishing editing this video. Yeah, I was getting ready for work and I was trying to pull my plaster off and it hurt so bad. And what did Troy do? He just held my hand and made me do it myself. But yeah, I got it off, and then my arm was red for like, I'm not even kidding, 3 days after that. It hurt so bad. Anyway, here I am. I'm doing my little walk back to the local station so that I can go to work. It's actually a very beautiful walk. Lots of greenery, bridges, rivers, like, I don't know, I think it's very pretty. Anyway, here I am at the tube station. It's so fucking hot down here. If you think it's hot up the top of London, don't even go down the tube station. Anyway, and then my second train was actually cancelled, so I had to hop on the bus and I was slightly late for work. But yeah, this is it. This is Troxy. This is where I was doing the bar shifts. It's cool. It's chill. This is what backstage looks like. It's like so rough, and then if you go out into the stage area, it's like so fancy and nice. This is the meeting room where we have our briefing before the show, and this is them setting up for the podcast, whilst I also am meant to be setting up at the bar behind me. But hey, guess what? I can't actually figure out how to get back there because there's a locked door and I don't have the key. It's alright, I embarrassingly got behind there eventually, and then I chopped up a bunch of limes for the bar. Here's all the alcohol, and yeah, here's a little clip from the show.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Divine.
Hi. Okay, this is very episode specific from the last episode. Yeah? FK told us the name she saved. She saved someone's name in her phone as what? You guys, you always shout.
So that was cool, and then I got let off early and I was super excited. Goodbye to my uniform, goodbye to my little key tag. I left it in locker 23, and I literally just wrote in my resignation that I left my shit in locker 23. I stopped and got some dinner, another meal deal from the Sainsbury's local, got the CBY Coke because it sounds like CBG, and yeah, I'm a CBG, so I got that. And then yeah, here I am. I got on the wrong tube. This happens more often than you would hope. It's always when I'm coming home from work. I don't know why, but yeah, it's alright. I always realize quickly and then get myself back on track somehow. But I did take a purposeful detour because I wanted to take you guys somewhere special for the end of the video, and I also wanted to go somewhere special on my Sunday night. So here we are. This is my favorite place in London, Big Ben. Some could call it basic and generic. I love it. Like, this is honestly, it's just the most gorgeous thing in the world. I could really just sit there and stare at it for hours. I mean, I kind of did, to be honest. I sat myself down in amongst all the tourists that were like walking around trying to take photos, and I just stared. Yeah, the video just doesn't do it justice. It's huge. It's lights. I mean, I know it's called Big Ben, but I call it a she. I think she's a queen. She's a girl. She's a girly pop. Anyway, yeah. So that was really fun. Just over there is the London Eye. They're very close together. I did eventually decide that I should start making my way home. I got to finish work early, so honestly, I got home at the time I probably should have gotten home anyway. But yeah, this is me realizing my arm is still really red and sore. Time to brush my teeth and say goodnight to you guys. Oh my gosh, yeah, kisses for you guys always. Good night to Troy, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I cannot believe I filmed an entire week Like, that is kind of nuts. It was kind of hard, but I liked it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, from me to you, goodbye.